Hey everyone, it's Anne with another minisode of Let's Get Naked podcast. Today we're talking about another topic under the human connection umbrella, and this one is talking about being of service. So I'm here with Casey. I'm going to read my little rant, and then we'll kind of talk a little bit more about that. So we've gotten so wrapped up in ourselves, we've lost the damn plot. The world turned upside down with COVID, and instead of pulling tighter together, we hoarded Charmin like it was currency. Remember that? People were throwing elbows over toilet paper while their elderly neighbor sat in silence, scared and alone. That was the moment we should have woken up and realized connection isn't optional, it's survival. Being of service to each other used to be the baseline of humanity. You checked on your people. You looked out for your tribe. You didn't have to like everyone, but you sure as hell knew you needed them. Now, we've turned help into a four-letter word. Everyone's so obsessed with their own hustle, their own grind, their own curated highlight reel that they forgot what it means to simply show the fuck up for another human being. And here's the kicker. It doesn't matter what side of the political aisle you're on, what God you pray to, or what moral compass you claim to live by. None of that matters if we're all too busy pointing fingers to actually do the work. This isn't about right or left, religion or no religion. It's about survival, humanity, and accountability. We are all the problem, which means we all have to be the solution. Being of service isn't about grand gestures. It's not about solving someone's whole life. It's about the little things. Picking up the phone, dropping off soup, asking, "Are you good?" and meaning it. It's about looking up from your own shit long enough to realize someone else is drowning. We are starving for connection, but we've been tricked into thinking it's all about me, me, me. Being of service is the antidote. It reminds us we're not the center of the universe. We're part of something bigger. And maybe, just maybe, if we gave as much energy to each other as we do to blaming and hoarding, we could turn this ship around together. So this one was a fun one for me to put together because I think, part of me getting out of my own way in the work that I've done was really figuring out how to be of service. When you are in AA, it's all about like how to get out of your own shit and help somebody else with what they're going through, because nothing takes you kind of out of your own head or out of your own way more than being of service to somebody else. So just being plugged into the collective or to your neighbor or to the other people that could use something gets you out of that whole like ego-driven me ride that people are on. What does being of service look like to you, or how do you implement that into your life?
I think just constantly or trying to really surround myself with people that I know have my back, and I have their back, and just making sure that they're good. I feel like I have a good group of people around me now that do check when I'm struggling or try to lift me up and just stay connected with people. I'm a person that likes to be alone, or I think I like to be alone, but I do a lot better when I'm with my crew, my people. They get me.
Yeah.
And just the connection of friendship is everything, and I didn't realize how important that was to me.
Human connection is so important, and I look at kind of how things have progressed in our society, and we're literally being robbed of that. We have all of these things where everybody is coming at their viewpoints of they're right, the other person is wrong. Newsflash, we're all right. So everybody's coming at this from their own perspective.
Yeah.
Being able to connect with people over things that are just basic humanity, right? How crazy is that? When you go out in public, look at how sad the state of things is. People don't make eye contact anymore. People don't hold the door. Everyone's quick to judge and come from a defensive place and oh, you don't agree with exactly how I think. Newsflash, not everyone agrees. We're all snowflakes. Right. Like literally, we all have our own completely unique recipes.
And that's such a beautiful thing.
And that's the beauty
thing.
of it.
Yeah.
Why are we condemning that instead of celebrating that? We're supposed to celebrate everyone's different, unique recipe and how fun and amazing that is. If you came from that place and figured out how you could be of service to the collective, whatever that looks like, right? But we're all so far in our own ways about the me, myself included, right? I mean, I feel like I've been on this journey over the last 8 years where I didn't realize how me I was. And I still was a good person and whatever, but I look back at that and it's like, oh my God, like I can do so much better. I am so grateful for everything that I have in this life, and being able to really put a bunch of energy and effort into sharing that with other people, right? Me doing this podcast is being of service to other people because for some fucked up reason you guys want to listen to me, which is
It's real good shit.
Which is excellent because you're like, oh my God, I can't wait to see what bold, fucked up things she's going to say today. But this is a part of being of service, right? Because this takes me a lot of energy and a lot of resources for me to be able to put this together. And I hope that it does just make people get curious. You don't have to agree with what I say. Just get curious about what that does for you. Figure out how you could be of service in your own community, in your own family, in your own friend group. There's power in that.
Well, it spider webs out from there.
Spider webs out.
Yeah.
So, and that's all I'm going to say about that.